Welcoming everybody to our Wednesday lunchtime practice. We're going to start supine on our back today. So I'm inviting all of you to make yourselves comfortable. Feel your back body settle. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. And let the knees touch one another and walk your feet away from each other. So not off the mat, but the mat width apart. Again, relax your shoulders and let your hands come onto your belly. Palms are down, kind of just resting right around the navel area. Make any adjustments with the back of the neck. Feel like your back of the neck is long. Perhaps chin has to come in a little bit towards the chest. So just play with the positioning of your head to feel that the neck is comfortable. Some of you like to have a cervical roll, so you can always have a rolled up blanket behind the neck. We'll take the first few moments and just settle into our body, settle into the mat, and just kind of arrive in the present moment. Starting to let go of our to-do list, starting to let go of past conversations, past occurrences. Just bring your attention to the inhale and to the exhale. Feel the air, if it's possible, coming in through the nose and exiting through the nose as well. If that is not comfortable for you, breathe in whichever way is comfortable. Notice at the beginning of the practice where your breath is landing in your body. So as you breathe in, are you breathing into the upper chest? Don't change anything. There's no right answer. We're just observing. Are you breathing in towards the rib cage or your solar plexus where the ribs meet at the top? Just notice where your breath tends to gather naturally in the body. Once again, soften the shoulders, release any tension in your face. I like to remind all of you that there's no way you can do anything wrong in your practice as long as you are safe and you're not in a place of pinching or in pain. We're just looking to feel better in our bodies, be more functional, and to create space in our minds so we can be less reactive and more responsive, helpful. Take the next few moments to develop that three-part breath. So we're going to start to send the energy with intention in towards our belly on the inhale. The way we practice our three-part breath, there may be one or two people that have not practiced with us before. As we inhale, we try to inhale into the belly, into your hands. Feel the belly rise first. And then try and keep expanding with your inhale into the rib cage and up towards the collarbones. As you exhale top down. So you feel upper chest, collarbones contracting, then rib cage, and then you squeeze the navel in towards the spine at the end of your exhale. Start to awaken the core muscles. Again, inhaling belly, rib cage, upper chest, and exhaling collarbones, contracting rib cage, contracting the core, navel to spine. Feel yourself trying to breathe in towards the belly. Relax the muscles in your face. Try not to hold your breath between the inhale and the exhale. Flow gently. See if you can make this a breath that you feel at home in. Place yourself in your happy place, wherever that might be. And think of breathing in a way that just brings peace and calm to your body, to your mind. The body knows how to do this. We're trying to recreate this with a nice full inhale and a full letting go exhale. Navel to spine at the end of your breath out. Take two more breaths together, consciously breathing and filling ourselves up. Thinking of the whole inside diaphragm as a container for energy, filling yourself up, and then really letting go, softening the shoulders, feeling your back body just rest into the mat on the exhale. Last breath in and out. Good. Now let's separate the knees so that they're hip width apart. Walk your feet in so that they are hip width apart as well. And bring your arms next to you, palms are down. Send your fingers towards your heels so that your shoulders are really away from your ears. I want you to feel spaciousness on both sides of your neck here. And we're going to do a few flowing bridges together. So that is where we press into the feet, lift our hips up into the air slowly, and bring our arms back with us. Reach your arms towards the back of the room as your hips come up as high as you can. And on your exhale, make your way down nice and slowly. Upper back, you're coming down one vertebrae at a time, coming down nice and slowly. And the hands and the hips should land at around the same time. We'll do 3 or 4 more just like that. I'm encouraging you to count how long it takes you to come all the way up and reach back. Count slowly. And make your descent, your exhale, 1 count longer. Once again, if it's comfortable, breathe in and out through the nose. And if that's not right for you or comfortable for you today, you'll breathe through your mouth. Always making the postures and the breath practice feel good in your body. Let's do 1 more together. Ask yourself if you can raise those hips up even more. Feel the stretch in the whole front body, tops of the thighs. Pelvis presses up towards the ceiling. Belly presses up towards the ceiling. And actively bring the arms and the hips back down. Separate the fingers on each hand so you feel activity all the way to the fingertips. And landing back down on the floor. Good. Let's hug both knees in close to our chest, rock side to side, giving ourselves a little massage here. We can't go out to get a massage these days, so we have to improvise, rock side to side. Give yourself a little nice, gentle sway. Okay. Then I'm going to encourage you to either send both legs up towards the ceiling as if you want to step on the ceiling, or if you are tight in your hamstring, you are welcome to leave your knees bent and keep your legs in a tabletop. So whatever feels good for you, one is not better than the other. And we're going to do a few little yogi crunches together, but before you begin, I want to add a little something to this to make it a little more interesting. So 2 fingers come next to your ears, and you open the heart, feel the ribcage spread as your elbows are on the floor. Just 2 fingers touch each ear. Whole front body is open. We're going to take an inhale, but as we exhale, instead of coming up and crunching, normally we tend to bring our elbows in and the chin comes in towards the chest and you're rounding. As you come up, I want you to keep those elbows open, heart open, so you're staying as open as possible, and keep a space between your chin and your chest, so you're looking up towards the ceiling. As you inhale, you come back. Notice how your elbows might be on the floor. As you come up, keep those elbows open. Look towards the ceiling. Take your shoulder blades off the floor. Crunch the navel in towards the spine. Lower back is pressing into your mat. I want you to work nice and slowly here. We'll do 3 or 4 more. Inhaling back, feeling yourself. Exhaling, keep the gaze to the ceiling. Keep the chest open. Keep the space between the chin and the chest. And coming back down. As you're coming up, you should feel yourself holding at the top as you exhale fully and completely. There's your isometric contraction. Open the elbows, hold, and then coming all the way back down. Let's do 2 more together. Feel yourself on the inhale, and then exhale fully and completely. Remember to keep those elbows open. Notice how they want to come in. Keep the gaze up towards the ceiling. And then last time, coming all the way back. And exhaling, isometric contraction, holding, pressing your navel in towards the spine. Feel the work in the core, lower back, pressing into the mat. Slowly come back down. Let's all grab our ankles or our shins. Come to a butterfly pose. Just let the knees open up. Relax your shoulders here. If you find yourself reaching for your ankles and creating stress in the neck or the shoulders, it's not worth it. Grab onto the shins or hold the knees. Just let the knees open up to their own side. Even here, you can rock a little bit side to side. I want you to say hello, familiarize yourself with your sacrum. So feel above the tailbone. There's a big flat bone. If you're rocking side to side, you're just coming onto the side, and then feel that evenness, that sense of equal weight distribution. If you just bring your knees in close to you, or your ankles, whatever you're holding on to, and then feel yourself just flattening into that sacrum. Lower back should feel nice and supported here. Take a moment. Breathe. Relax your shoulders and all the muscles in your face. Just thank yourself for showing up today. The hardest part is just making it to the mat. The rest, I promise, before you know it, you're going to say that's it. All righty. One more time. Let's all meet in a tabletop position. And we're going to bring the arms all the way back behind us. Inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to take your shoulder blades off the floor, reach your arms up, and then come to the left of your left knee. So you're doing a little oblique crunch. And very slowly come down. Remember, we're working vertebrae by vertebrae. Feel yourself on the inhale. And then slowly as you exhale, keep that gaze towards the ceiling. Back of the neck is long. Bring both arms to the outside of the right knee. And we'll do two more on each side. Inhaling back. Your hands might be touching. They might not be. It doesn't matter. Reach both arms towards the left of your left knee. Same principle. Inhaling back. As you come up, engage your core, navel to spine, gaze towards the ceiling. Want to protect the integrity of the neck. One more time. Reaching back, coming over to the side. Strong core, strong center. And last time, reaching over towards your right, if you joined me, ending on the right. There, yes. Now we're going to come in, reach between the knees one more time, come into happy baby. You can grab your big toe or your ankle or your shin and just open up the knees so that your knees are coming in towards your armpits. Feet are pressing up towards the sky like a baby in his crib. And just relax your shoulders. It doesn't matter what you're holding on to, whether it's your big toe, the outside of your feet, anywhere you've learned happy baby or are comfortable. Once again, feel the solid lower back, sacrum, flat on the floor. Just breathe. Feel yourself settle. Come back to that full breath that we practiced when we first came onto the mat. 3-part breath. Feel yourself to the top. Belly is wide open to receive here. And feel yourself sinking into the mat on the exhale. Just letting go. Staying present with your breath. Release and come back down towards the floor. Arms can come out into a T, or if that's not comfortable, keep them a little closer to your hips. Palms are down for grounding. Let the feet and the knees be hip width apart one more time. And just gently windshield wipering the knees. So on the inhale, the knees point towards the ceiling. On the exhale, they go towards the right. Your gaze might look in the opposite direction, or your gaze might stay towards the ceiling, whatever feels good for you. Inhaling center, and exhaling over. Linda, slow it down. That's just a joke. As we exhale, work with your breath. If you're using these windshield wipers, remember it's just a slow drizzle. You're not in a storm. You want to go slowly side to side. Coming back into the center one more time. Dropping them over. Gaze might look in the opposite direction. Upper body is flat. And then slowly coming back in. Good. Let's hug the knees in one last time. Flexing your feet. And then when your feet come down to the floor, roll towards your right side and make your way onto all fours, please. And we'll meet on hands and knees. Make sure that the knees are hip width apart. Remember what that means, right underneath the hip bones. Your knees are directly under the hip bones. Walk your hands as far out as you can and feel that you're lengthening the spine. Before we even begin, remember what it feels like when your neck is in alignment with your spine. So most of the time when we're on all fours, we tend to just let the head fall. I want you to pretend like I'm pulling the crown of your head forward. so that your neck is in line with the rest of your spine. Chin slightly down, looking down. Press into both hands. Curl the toes underneath you. We're coming up for one breath in, downward dog. Lift your hips as high as you can. Let your head be heavy. And slowly make your way down towards the mat, back to all fours. We'll do that a couple more times as I just pull my hair back here. Lifting up on an inhale, hips are up high. Exhaling, coming back down to the floor. Use both hands for stability, press into your whole hand. Lift your hips a little higher each time. Let the head be super heavy. On your exhale, make your way down. And last time, inhaling up. And exhaling down. Good. We're going to take the right leg to the back of the room and lift it up off the floor, hip height. Remember, I don't want my toes pointing away from the mat. I want the toes, the right knee looking down. Check in with this left hip. Chances are you're jutting over towards the left side of your mat, so center yourself. This is going to take core strength, okay? Looking slightly forward. Remember the crown of the head pulling forward, head not falling. As I inhale, lift the leg up, look slightly forward and up. Bring your heart forward. This is the back extension. As you exhale, bring the knee in, chin to chest, round, and squeeze the navel in towards the spine. Special attention to our core today, as always, but especially today, I want you to think inhaling, opening front body, exhaling, squeeze the navel in towards the spine as chin comes to chest, knee comes in. And let's do 3 more, inhaling back. Lift as high as you can, heart forward, exhaling, chin to chest. 2 more at your own pace. Last one. Press into the hands, the thumb, the index finger rounding. Good. Now let's curl the toes underneath us, downward facing dog. Lift, inhale. Take a big exhale, let it go. Press one heel back and then the other. Make this feel good in the back body. Lift your hips as high as you can and let that head be heavy here. Feel the nice stretch on both sides of the body, rib cage expands. Come up onto your tippy toes. And then press your heels back. Do that one more time. Come up onto your tippy toes. Let the head be heavy. Press your heels back. Doesn't matter if they touch the floor or not. As you inhale, bring your right leg up towards the sky. As you exhale, come into a plank pose, just knee to chest, hover. We will do that 2 more times. Press the right heel up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, knee to chest. Squeeze the belly button in towards your spine. Last time, inhaling up. Exhale, knee to chest. Bring the right leg back next to the left, downward facing dog. Inhale. And as you exhale, come back to all fours. Knees come down to the floor. Smile. Let's take that left leg back. It's called a tiger stretch. I promise, half of you have your toes looking out towards the side because our hip is used to being open. Point your toes and your knee down. For stability, your right toes can be curled into the floor. As I inhale, I use my glute. I lift the left leg. I look forward. Breathe in. As I exhale, knee to chest. Round. Chin to chest. As you inhale, you send your leg back. Look forward. Engage your glutes here. Exhale, navel to spine breathing. Chin to chest. Knee comes in as far as you can. 3 more times at your own pace. Inhaling, looking forward. Exhaling, rounding. Navel to spine. 2 more. Full breath in as you send the leg back. And a full breath out as you bring it in. Bring the knee back down onto the floor. Curl the toes underneath you, downward dog. Inhale. Again, press your heels back towards the back of the room. See if you can use this as a kind of a free play. Can we use this as a rest pose? Because we know it's coming up. Let the head be heavy here. Up onto our tippy toes, just twice. Press your heels to the back of the room. Make sure this feels good in your body. Inhaling, make any adjustments you need. Exhaling, heels go to the back of the room. Doesn't matter if your heels touch the floor. On the next inhale, bring your left leg up towards the sky. Flex your foot. Knee comes into the chest. Hover, come into plank pose. Your shoulders are above your wrists. On the inhale, send the left leg back up. Inhale. Make sure the head is heavy here. Exhale, coming forward. You're new at this. Inhale one more time. Exhale forward. Bring your left leg back, downward dog. Take a breath here. Inhale. On the exhale, make your way down. Knees come down to the floor. Wide-legged child's pose. Separate the knees. Bring the forehead down to the floor, or to a block, or to a folded blanket. Anything that's interesting for you, as long as your forehead isn't hanging in midair. Bring your arms close to your ears, and see if you can bring your hands to prayer pose. Just press both hands in towards each other. Your biceps are close to your ears. If it's comfortable, you could stay here. If not, take your prayer hands and just bring them behind you, up above, behind your neck. Pressing the palms in towards each other. Keep your elbows close to your ears. Walk your elbows forward just a little bit. Feel a nice stretch both sides of the body. If for any reason this hand positioning doesn't work for you, bring your hands next to your head. Make sure you're comfortable. Just a little bit more active here. Let your hips melt towards the back of the floor. It doesn't matter if you're touching your heels or how far back you're seated. If you're new with this, you can always take a pillow or a rolled up blanket, place it behind your hips, between your hips and the backs of your feet here, backs of your legs. Take another breath, another moment here. Feel yourself settle. And then slowly we're going to come back up onto all fours. Alrighty. Let's curl our toes underneath us. Lift up into downward facing dog. Let's look towards our hands and slowly walk our feet towards our hands. Doesn't matter how far forward you walk. I'm inviting you to let your head be heavy here. And you can press your tailbone up towards the sky and extend your legs. And if that's not appropriate for you, bend your knees as generously as you need. And let's all grab behind our calves and hold our hands behind our legs. You can grab onto your hands, or you can grab onto the elbows, as tight a bind as you need. Bend your knees as much as you need, and let your tailbone press up towards the sky. Let the nose come towards your knees. Feel the opening in your back body as you breathe here. Both hands are behind the calves, perhaps behind your knees, wherever you reach. And let the crown of the head pull towards the floor here. As you release the hands, bring your fingertips just in front of your feet. Just the fingertips. And then relax your shoulders, look slightly forward towards the front of your mat. Engage your core. See if you can feel length from your tailbone to the crown of your head. Take another big breath here. On the next exhale, fold. And then I'm inviting you to come up vertebrae by vertebrae. Coming back to standing nice and slow. The last thing to look up will be your head, your neck. We'll find ourselves in our mountain pose. Take a moment here. When you come to standing, allow the palms to just rest next to your sides. The feet should find themselves directly underneath your hip bones. The outsides of your feet should be parallel to each other. This is called mountain pose. This will make you feel possibly a little pigeon-toed, and that's okay. Feeling that internal rotation. Lift your heart. Lengthen the spine. Think of consciously letting go in the shoulders so that you're creating more space between your shoulders and your ears. As you get a little taller here and the crown of your head reaches towards the ceiling, you're pressing even more into your feet. All four corners of the feet, the toes, the heels. Take a moment in mountain pose. Feel yourself present. Feel yourself strong. And feel yourself stable in this moment. Making sure you are at the front of your mat in mountain pose. As we inhale, we'll reach the arms up. As we exhale, hands to the heart, sit the hips back, chair pose. Relax your shoulders, keep the back long. Couple more times. Inhaling, reaching up even higher. As you exhale, relax your shoulders, hands to the heart, sit the hips back. Remember, no rounded shoulders looking down, look forward, long back. Couple more times, reach up high, inhale. Use your exhale, let go. Sit the hips back, push into your toes. Twice more, inhaling up. Exhaling, sit the hips back. One more time, reaching the arms up high. This time hold in your chair pose, long back. Open the heart wherever you are. Sit into your hips, sit a little bit lower if you can. Notice how the weight tends to go into your heels, so push through the toes. Take another inhale, looking into the center. As you exhale, the outside of your right elbow tries to hook around the outside of your left knee and hold. Pancake your palms in towards each other, so just press them towards each other. Notice if your left shoulder is crept up next to your ear. I haven't forgotten about you. We're still in chair pose. You're working those legs. Use your core. If you wish, you can look past the left elbow. One more breath here. As you inhale, come into center, and as you exhale, other side. Left elbow hooks around the left side of your knee. If that's not accessible, just bring yourself into a little twist with your elbow wherever you're comfortable. Just relax your right shoulder away from your ear here. Press the palms in towards each other. On the next inhale, come back to center and exhale, fold, let it all go. Let the back of your neck be long. We're going to come up like we did a moment ago. Leave your fingertips on the floor. If you need to, bend your knees a little bit and look slightly forward. Half lift here. Relax your shoulders. You're looking probably 2-3 feet past your toes. So the crown of your head is long. One more breath in and then exhale, let it go. Inhale, come all the way back up, push into those strong legs. And as you exhale, hands to the heart and back to mountain pose. Good. On the next breath in, reach up, smile. As you exhale, fold all the way forward. Fingers on the floor, reach up, half lift. And exhale, let it go. Palms come to the floor, plank pose. Send the legs back. Hands directly underneath your shoulders. Press your heels to the back of the room. Nice and flat, core super engaged. Take one more breath in, feel the length in the whole body. As you exhale, downward dog. On your next inhale, please take the right leg up high. And then bring your right foot forward towards the front of the mat. Before we come up, I want you to make sure your right foot is a little more to the right of the mat. The left foot is more to the left of the mat, so you're hip width apart. Engage your core to come all the way up. You're going to be on the ball of the back foot, so your back heel is off the floor. This is called Crescent Lunge. In order to have your stability, you want to be hip width apart. Just show it this way. You don't want to have one leg behind the other. It'll be really hip width apart for solidity, stability. Good. Reach up high as you inhale. Feel both sides of your ribcage. As you exhale, bring your ribcage towards your upper thigh. Just reach in here. Flat back, engage your core. As you inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, navel to spine. Just bring your ribcage towards your upper thigh. One more time. Just take stability. Take your time if you're new. And exhale, reach. Coming into a flat back, engage your core, press your back heel back and away from you. As you inhale, come all the way back up. As you exhale, press your palms in towards the floor. Downward dog, take the right leg back. On your next inhale, left leg makes its way up towards the sky, and bring that left foot forward to the front of the mat. Take your time. If you need to just grab your foot and bring it forward. Your left knee should be right above your left ankle, making sure to keep that left knee safe. Relax your shoulders and your high lunge before we begin. Please make sure you're hip width apart again as you engage your core from all the way up. Crescent lunge. If you're having any issues with your stability, make sure that the feet are hip width apart. And you can also bring your back leg in a little, make it a bit easier. Bring your arms up high and engage your core. Wherever you are is good, as long as you're feeling a nice long spine here. Engage your core. One more breath, reach up. As you exhale, reach the heart forward. Rib cage comes towards your upper thigh, flat back. 2 more times, reaching up high. Strong legs, engage your core, reach. Keeping that long spine, 1 more time, inhaling, reaching. Keeping the long spine, heart comes forward, gaze comes down, reach. Last time, breathe in as you reach up. As you exhale, frame your left foot, take your left leg back for downward dog. Lift your hips up a little higher for downward dog, inhale. As you exhale, drop the knees onto the floor. We'll do that 4 more times, lifting up, inhale. And exhale. Make sure you're using your whole hand, pressing into the thumb and the index finger for stability. 2 more times, making sure your head is heavy, back of the neck long as you lift the hips up. And the last time, lifting up high, inhaling, exhaling down. Separate your knees, wide-legged child's pose, sitting back. Either the forehead comes down to the floor, make a fist out of your hands. This time, relax your shoulders completely. If you have any strain in the shoulders, some people like to bring both arms back towards the back of the mat. You can just extend your arms alongside and drop the hands next to your heels, next to your ankles, and relax the shoulders. Take a few breaths here. Feel the energy that's going through your body right now. We're not creating anything. This is energy that is available to you at all times. We're just accessing an energy using the power of our intention and the power of our breath, staying present in the moment, staying with the sensations in our body. As you are coming through these flows, are you keeping yourself present? Every moment of presence is creating a space between all those many thoughts. So just observe what the practice is doing and remind yourself that you always have this ability at your fingertips. You don't have to be on the mat to practice presence. Keeping ourselves grounded in the present moment. Let's bring our hands back underneath our shoulders. Bring your knees underneath your hips, please. Couple of cat and cows before we continue. Inhaling, looking forward. Belly drops as the tailbone points up. As you exhale, chin to chest. Tailbone goes down. Navel towards the spine, rounding, pressing into the hands. A couple more here. Inhaling, looking forward. Exhaling, rounding. And 1 more time. Thanks. Good. Let's curl the toes underneath us. Lift the hips up high. Downward dog. As you inhale, make your way into plank pose. The first time we do this, let's all drop our knees onto the floor. Hug your elbows in towards your rib cage. Tops of the feet can come flat. Make your way down, chaturanga, all the way down towards the floor. Chin, chest, belly. The fingertips come off to the sides. We're going to be counting to 3 as we peel the heart off the floor. Keep the gaze down and lift using the upper back muscles. You can press the tops of your feet into the floor as you do this. Make your way back down for 3. The next time you do this, remember you're not pressing into the earth. You're on your fingertips. Count for 4, please, as you come up. 1, 2, 3. Keeping the gaze down, right below your nose. And coming down. 3, 2, and 1. Last time, if we can, we're counting for 5 this time. Inhaling. 1. Squeezing the upper back muscles. 3, 4. Coming up as high as we can. And exhaling, making our way for 5. Good. Bring the hands right underneath the shoulders. Curl the toes underneath you. Back to downward dog. Lift the hips up high. Let your head be heavy. Come forward into plank pose one more time. Drop the knees or not. Hug your elbows in towards you. Come down slowly like a slow push-up. Chin, chest, belly, if we can run that way. Good. One more time. Coming up for 3. Lifting. 1. Press into the tops of your feet. And make your way back down for 3. And 1. Coming up for 4, if we can. Lifting. Squeezing our shoulder blades together. This is what's working. Thoracic muscles, upper back. And last time, trying to come up for 5, 4, 2, 1. Keeping your gaze down. 5, 4, 2, and 1. Curl the toes underneath you, downward facing dog. Let's look towards our fingertips. Walk or jump your feet towards the front of the mat. Take 1 letting go breath here, inhaling. Let it go through the mouth. Let the whole upper body melt. Root to rise, push through the feet, circle the arms, come all the way up. And inhale to the heart, into mountain pose. Taking a moment, arms next to your sides. Let's take the arms out to the sides and bring them out in front of us. Right arm comes underneath the left. You have a choice. For those of you that have done this before, you can twist tie the arms, bring them all the way around, twist tie, or you can just hug yourself around this way. You brought your arms around and just hug your shoulders, pulling your shoulders forward. Press into your left foot for support. So we've got a choice here, wherever you are, hold on to those arms. And take your right foot up and off the floor. And again, I'm offering you choices. You can lift the right foot off the floor and cross it over the left knee. And we're going to sit the hips back. You could be holding on this way, sit the hips back. Or you could be in your eagle arms and just tightly wrap the right foot around the left and sit the hips back. So choose the posture that works for you. If you're just crossing the leg over. As you sit down a little bit deeper and you're looking for that stretch in the right hip, lift your elbows up a little bit higher. Even if you're just wrapping your arms around you, pull your shoulders forward, lift the elbows up. Feel yourself creating space in the upper back and in your hip. Not easy. Engage your core and stare at your drishti point. Find a focus point that you're staring at here. One more breath. When we're ready, unwrap the arms, unravel. Bring your arms back to your sides and do a couple of shoulder rolls. Good time to smile. We still have the other side to do. Roll your shoulders back. Balance is extremely important to work. Let's do it this way. Especially as we get older, it doesn't matter if you're 30, 40, 50. Balance is very important as a functional tool to avoid us falling. Bring your arms out in front of you. This time the left arm comes underneath the right. Again, you're either twist tying the arms or you're just wrapping them around you. This time, we'll be pressing into the right foot. And again, you have a choice. I'll show it from the front this time. For beginners, sometimes it's easier to cross the left leg over the right knee. Slowly sit the hips to the back of the room. I want you to pretend there's a chair far behind you. If you want to go into full eagle and your arms are in eagle posture, you can wrap the foot around you and sit back. Wherever you are, lift the elbows up a little higher. Sit your hips a little lower. Engage your core. Make sure you're breathing. Focus on that drishti point or your focus point. One more breath. Slowly coming out of it, uncross the legs, uncross the arms. Let's do a few shoulder shrugs together. As we breathe in, lift as high as you can. As you let go, big letting go. 2 more times. Breathing and lifting as high as we can. And exhaling, letting go. And 1 more time. In, up high. And exhaling down. Good. Back at the front of the mat. Inhaling, reaching your arms up high. And exhaling, folding, letting go, nose towards the knees. Inhaling, half lift, looking forward. Exhaling, palms to the floor. Downward facing dog this time. Legs go to the back of the mat, lifting your hips up high. On your inhale, please take the right leg up towards the sky. Bring the knee in towards the chest and slowly drop the lower leg onto the floor in between your hands. Lower right leg. Send your left leg to the back of the room. If you'd like to, when you have your blocks, you can come up to fingertips, or you can grab your blocks if you have them. For those of you that don't, you can always grab 2 books. This basically just lifts the floor to come up a little bit. So if you're having trouble reaching the floor here, you can always grab 2 books, 2 blocks. All I'm looking for here is for you to engage your core, lengthen your spine, get nice and tall here. Let's check in with the back of the neck. Notice if you're looking all the way up and crunching your neck, bring your chin slightly down, relax your shoulders. For those of you that want to go 1 step further, you can take that left leg, bend the left knee to come in towards your glutes, towards your bum. Take your left arm, sweep it around, and grab onto the left foot. Good. Keep both shoulders towards the front of your mat, both hips towards the front of the mat. Getting a nice stretch in the left glute here. 1 more breath here. As the leg comes back down towards the floor, plant both palms into the earth, curl the back toes, and find downward dog again. Can downward dog be our rest pose? Is there a part of your body that you can consciously soften here, downward dog? On the next breath in, we're going to take the left leg up towards the side. And we're going to bring the knee in towards the chest. And then slowly drop the lower leg onto the floor. So for some of you that are new, when you brought your leg underneath you, your foot might be straight, just like so. So you're sitting on your foot, or the foot could be crossed in almost like a number 4 here. Right leg comes towards the back. One is not better than the other. See what works for you. Again, I'm on my fingertips right now. You might choose to have blocks here. Wherever you are, scoop your belly in. Notice how when you engage your core, it strengthens your lower back, your lumbar area. Open your heart, squeeze your shoulder blades slightly towards each other. Get nice and tall. Attention to the back of the neck. If we like, you can stay right where you are, or you can bend the right leg, bring it in, and go grab onto your foot. And if you're holding your foot, see if you can grab the big toe part. It's going to open up that shoulder a little bit more. Just a couple more breaths here, wherever you are. Notice the core work that is necessary just to keep your spine long, your heart lifted. Is your breath still smooth? No retaining of the breath between the inhale and the exhale. Okay. Bring your palms down to the floor. Find your downward dog. Let your head be super heavy. Like the waves in the ocean, we're just going to flow a few times forward into plank pose. Remember, the head, crown of the head pulling forward. Exhaling, downward dog. Let's all do this 4 more times. Inhaling forward, Crown of the head long, not letting your head be heavy here. Exhale, letting go completely here. Back of the neck is long. You're looking towards your knees. Do that 3 more times. As you flow into your plank pose, make sure your core is super engaged. And last time, coming forward. And exhale. Very slowly dropping the knees onto the floor. And finding your way into a seated posture. So just sitting down with the feet out in front of you. So the feet are going to be a little wider than hip width apart. Bring your arms towards the back behind you. As a matter of fact, have your fingers, if this works for you, have your fingers pointed towards your glutes. So instead of having your palms back, see if this works for you. It's going to open your shoulders just a little bit more. So squeeze your shoulder blades together. Feet are hip width apart, maybe a little bit wider. Take an inhale where you are. As you exhale, drop the knees to one side. Inhale into the center. Exhale over. And you can play with the positioning of the legs. So if you want, bring them into touch. See how that feels. You could be wide here. The point of having your fingers pressed towards your buttocks, you should feel a nice opening in the front body as you're breathing. Good. Before we make our way all the way onto our backs, come onto your forearms. So leaning all the way back here. Cross the right leg over the left, please. Squeeze your shoulder blades in towards each other. So again, you're not sinking into the floor. Heart is towards the ceiling. Gaze is towards the ceiling. Right leg is crossed over the left. Flex your right foot. Push your heel away from you. As you inhale, take the left foot off the floor and bring the left thigh towards you. Inhale. As you exhale, make your way down. Gentle but active, a little more active pigeon pose. Inhaling, bringing it in. Use your core. Exhale, bringing it back. Inhale, bring the knee in 2 more times, as close as you can to you. Exhale the knee. As you bring your knee in, see if your left knee is still above your hip. It's going to want to come in towards the center or above your groin and uncross the legs. The left leg will cross over the right knee. Again, open your heart before you begin. Nice and solid on your forearms. As you inhale, bring the right foot off the floor, right knee comes in towards your upper body. Feel the stretch in the left hip. Exhale. We're never going to a place of pinching or pain. As you bring your leg in, you want to feel that nice juicy stretch in the left hip. Keep your left foot flexed. Let's do 2 more of these. Invite your leg to come as close to your upper body as it wishes, as it can. Juicy stretch in that left hip. And last one. Coming back in. Beautiful. Let's make our way onto our back. Hug your knees in close to your chest. Butterfly pose. Reach between the knees and grab onto the ankles. Let the hips open up. Each knee falling to its own side. Take a few breaths here. Relax your shoulders. Bringing the feet back down towards the earth. Let's bring the feet and the knees to touch, please. Bring your arms out into a T. Let the palms face the ceiling. As we inhale, the knees are pointed towards the ceiling. As we exhale, let the knees both fall towards the right. See if you can keep the knees stacked upon one another. Keep both shoulder blades on the floor. Bring your gaze towards your left hand. And we're just going to hold here for a couple moments, a couple breaths. So both knees are falling towards the right. It doesn't matter how far down they've gone. It doesn't matter if you're touching the floor at all. Just feel that nice stretch in the right hip, in your left hip. If you don't feel anything, you can bring both knees up towards your right hand a little bit more, or you can always take that right hand and apply a little pressure to that upper left knee or hip, pulling down a little bit. And do whatever you need to do to really get into that sensation. Your gaze can be towards your left hand, and if that's not comfortable, just keep your neck aligned and looking towards the ceiling. Once again, making sure that this feels good in your body, looking for a nice stretch in the left hip. And breathing. See if you can consciously let go of any tension in your body where it doesn't need to be at this moment for this particular posture. Is there anything you can consciously let go of? Perhaps just around your eyes, your face, your fingers, or your toes. On the next inhale, come back in towards the center. Arms are still out to your sides, palms are up. The feet and the knees are touching. On your next exhale, both knees drop towards the left. Pay attention to the right shoulder blade, your scapula. You want it to be flat on the floor. This is just a lower body twist. Again, if you're new, you can always take a pillow and place it underneath that left thigh to support you underneath the left knee. Your gaze can look towards the right here. And we breathe. And we notice how for most of us, one side is different from the other. It doesn't make one good or bad. Each side is different. Nothing symmetrical about how sensation is distributed in the body. Take a couple of breaths in your twist. Let your natural breath find you again here. Smooth inhales, leading into your smooth and complete full exhales. One more breath here, full breath. And slowly making your way back in towards the center. Good. So we're going to do one last inversion, very simple little bridge pose together. For those of you that have a block and would like to place the block underneath the sacrum, you could make it more restorative. For the rest of us, I'm going to do the version without. We're going to reach the fingertips towards our heels. The feet and the knees are hip width apart. And as you breathe in, you slowly lift your hips up. We did a more active version of this. Now we're holding. As you lift your hips up towards the ceiling, notice if there's any more room for you to walk your heels back. So just notice. The further back you can walk your heels towards your glutes, the more of a lift you can get. As you lift your hips up, press your tailbone away from you. So press your tailbone towards your heels. Even here, I want you to feel like you're lengthening your spine. Slowly walk your shoulders in towards each other. Shoulder blades are squeezing in towards each other. And if you'd like, you can also interlace your fingers underneath you. If not, the hands can be on the floor, reaching towards your heels. Let's hold for about another 10 breaths here. Always pressing your tailbone towards your heels. Your hands are coming towards your heels as well. This keeps your shoulder blades away from your ears. I want you to feel spaciousness between your shoulders and your ears here. Good. Chin slightly towards your chest. Feel that the back of the neck is long. Engage your glutes just a little bit more. Lift. Never coming to a place of pinching or pain. Just seeing if there is space here for us to go and discover. You should feel the front of your body spreading wide open here. Thighs, upper thighs, pelvic area. Navel pressing towards the sky. Rib cage, heart, all pointing up towards the sky. One or two more breaths. Whenever you need to, you'll come out of the posture. As you release, remember, I want you to come down nice and slowly. Upper vertebrae, upper back, middle back, come down one vertebrae at a time until your hips Land back down on the floor. Good. I'm inviting you to do any other posture that your body is asking you for before we come into our final relaxation or our Shavasana. So you can let the knees sway side to side. You might choose to hug your knees in towards your chest. Keep the upper back up and off the floor. This time you can roll your forehead in towards your knees, just offering different alternatives. See what your body's asking you for right now. You may just want to stretch your legs up towards the sky. Or you might just be setting up for your final relaxation. So do anything that your body's asking you for. Please remember the different options for Shavasana. You can have your feet coming in towards each other. And you can place 2 pillows underneath your upper thighs here. This just serves to open up people with tight hips. So you can let the knees open up, feet come in towards each other. You can extend the legs out, let the feet and the hips roll open. And wherever you are, if you're on your back, just experiment, see how this feels. Let your palms face up. This just serves to open the shoulders just a little bit more, makes us more receptive in our breathing. And our capacity to just take in the breath opens up the whole front body a little bit more. And again, if any of these suggestions don't feel right to you, just come back to where you are most comfortable. Take a few moments here to soften the area in between your eyebrows, so your forehead. Let the muscles around your eyes relax. If you're comfortable, keep your eyes closed throughout this final relaxation. For some people that have trouble with this, you can always grab a little towel and cover your eyes, just so that we can tune inward. Turn your attention inward. Relax your shoulders. Let your back body settle. Belly is soft. Your body will just be breathing you. There is nothing for you to do but just feel what it feels like to be in your body. And for a few moments, not to be doing anything for anyone. No need to be anything for anyone. Just being available for yourself and your breath. That's it. What does it feel like to just be in stillness for a few minutes? There is no reason to move. There is nowhere to go. Take a few moments to just listen to your body breathing. Listen to what your body and every breath is saying to you. See if you can transform any sensations of heaviness into groundedness. See if you can transform any sensations of darkness, sadness, into a light or a simple knowing, a sensation of clarity. Remind yourself that in this moment, you are on the mat, you are practicing yoga, your body is at ease. And see if you can find that deep connection between the body and the mind and the spirit. Create space in your mind for this present moment where there is peace, where you are at ease. Just sense that relief in this moment. If it helps, take a big inhale through the nose and let it go through the mouth. Just sense into that peace, that sensation of being grounded and present. Keeping your eyes closed. Let's take both hands and start to just rub the palms in towards each other as if you were trying to create heat in between your hands. And do that just for another 30 seconds or so. Do this as vigorously as you can to create heat between your palms. And then when you stop, take each palm and cover your eyes. So take the right palm, cover the left eye, the right eye. The left palm covers the left eye. Just hold and receive that warmth. Relax your shoulders. And then as you remove the hands from the eyes, bring them back to your sides. And very slowly flutter your eyes open and softly let the light back in. Bring gentle, gentle movements to the fingertips, to the feet, to the toes. You can take any stretch that your body is asking you to. You can make circles with your wrists. Very gently, in your own way, roll over onto the right side and spend a few moments in a fetal pose. Once again, making this a posture of self-care, compassion, kindness towards yourself. Let every breath you take carry you to that place of peace, of being grounded, of knowing that in this moment, everything is okay. Acknowledge that with every breath that you take. In your own time, as you roll over towards the right, use your left hand to help you come up to seated. Please make sure you're moving very slowly. And make your way back to a comfortable seated position. Once again, a reminder, you do not have to meet cross-legged. You can have your legs out in front of you. Wherever you are, just reestablish that feeling of a long spine. Crown of the head pulling up towards the sky. Shoulders relaxed and away from the ears. Chin slightly down, back of the neck long. Take a conscious breath as you inhale. Say the word inhale in your mind and feel the energy going up to the crown of your head. As you exhale, be conscious of the fact that you're exhaling. Say the word exhale, send the energy to the root where your sit bones are. One more conscious breath, inhaling, saying the word inhale, feeling the energy rise. And as we exhale, saying the mantra, the word exhale, feeling the energy settle us, rooting us into this present moment. If you'd like, you can end with your hands on your knees. You can bring your hands to prayer pose, anything that is comfortable for you. Lift your rib cage, bring your heart forward. Take a moment of gratitude. Remember to thank yourself just for showing up to the mat for yourself today. And as always, I thank each and every one of you for showing up in this beautiful virtual space where I feel each and every one of you with me, where I hold you in this space with me as we practice together. I wish each and every one of you peace in your hearts, equally important, peace in your minds, most importantly, peace, good health,